Hey
Hey
everybody,
everybody,
this is
this is
Joe's
Joe's
Premium
Premium
Firewood
Firewood
coming to you
coming to you
live on
live on
Wild
Wild
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
7
7
p.m.,
p.m.,
April
April
6th,
6th,
2022.
2022.
Today
Today
we're going
we're
to be
going to be
going
going
through the
through the
rest of the
rest of the
album we
album we
went through
went
the
through the
last
last
couple
couple
times
times
here,
here.
and
And
then
then
Bill's going to
Bill's going to
start us
start
on
us
a
on a
second
second
album
album
that
that
has a
has a
lot
lot
of
of
good
good
cutting
cutting
pictures.
pictures.
So I
So I
think you
think you
guys will
guys will
really
really
enjoy
enjoy
those.
those.
We're going to
We're going
make
to
this,
make this,
an hour
hour
long.
long.
So
So
basically
basically
at
at
8
8
o'clock
o'clock
Eastern,
Eastern,
then
then
that's
that's
when
when
we
we
will
will
end the
end the
video.
video.
So,
So,
but
but
I got
I
to
gotta
look
look
down to
down to
see
see
who's
who's
chatting
chatting
right
right
now.
now.
Normally I like to make
Eye
eye contact with
contact
the
with the
camera.
camera.
I
I
hope the
hope the
sound's
sound's
coming
coming
through
through
good.
good.
There's no
There's no
echo,
echo,
and
and
the
and
the
the
visual
visual
looks
looks
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Chris
Chris
Bishop,
Bishop,
he's
he's
always one
always
of the
one of the
first
first
ones
ones
here.
here.
Him
Him
and
and
Dean
Dean
at
at
outside
outside
Michigan.
Michigan's good.
How does the sound? Bad echo again, Bill. So I don't know what to do about that. I got the volume shut off here. Uh, so I have no idea why it's doing that. Major echo, bad echo. Again, I don't know. Maybe we should switch to the just the laptop. Oh, it's good now. Uh, Chris just said that it's gone. Now it's better. Scott Lindell said so. Seems like it does that. There's Dean. Like I said, you and Chris Bishop are usually the first onto my live streams. Rick Rogala, holla Rogala. Yeah, we do these. It's Buck and Firewood Echoes Fix. So I'm glad everybody joined in, and I can see the chat from both Facebook and YouTube. So as opposed to on Sunday mornings when I go out and do it, and I'm working, I'm going right from YouTube, and then Bill converts it over to Facebook. So both of those platforms can put out my content. Vernon Lee's here. Mountain Man 17 in the house. Hey, there's Chuck. I got a question for you, Chuck. You said in the live stream on Sunday you were asking about shutting the gas off, where we get that pressure built up inside the motor on the Honda. Well, yes, yesterday when I used it, I shut it off, but like how I shut off the Husky, I shut the fuel off until it ran out of gas and stalled. So there shouldn't be any extra gas inside the carburetor or the bulb or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm going to try. So we'll see what happens. If that's what you meant, let me know if that's what you meant. There's the firewood doctor. Yeah. Well, we had rain all day long there, Jeffrey, and it was coming from Wisconsin. I guess in like Wisconsin and Minnesota, they're getting a little bit of snow out of it too. But it literally. Oh, there's firewood at the furnace. Hey Brad. The your skid loader is looking pretty good, dude. I like the color scheme on that. I was wondering if that was the original colors of it, but it looks good, and it's definitely going to help you out in the yard. And Val did a good job splitting that mulberry in your video today. Yeah, how I normally shut it off there, Chuck is I'll shut the fuel off and I'll let it run for about 10-15 seconds, and then I'll hit the kill switch. But yesterday when I got done using it, I just let it run out of gas, and then I just shut the fuel off and let it be. I've been doing that for over a year on the Husky, and it starts always on it, like in the wintertime, like on the third pull, and then the summertime, like on the second pull. Who we got is Larry Cluck here. Um, see, Larry Cluck got put on Brad's log splitter. His sticker, the sticker Bill made. Bill, and I like this, even though this is an old school shirt. I'm like looking at the picture. Even though I like this color of art, that gold, that sparkly gold. The only issue: automatic decompression. Weather down, tornado in Tennessee. I got friends or customers and friends and family down there vacationing in Gatlinburg right now. Here's Ted Bullard. So yeah, we'll see when I go to start next time. Well, Larry Hoddle's here down in Virginia. I see old Texas governor is going to be sending a bunch of the people across the border up and dropping them off in Maryland, Washington D.C. So that ought to be fun. But yeah, we're gonna finish up tonight's album and then start another one and then end it. I'll look down at your comments and see what everybody's has to say. I want to face outside right now so you guys can see the wildlife out there, the deer and turkeys and geese. But the sun's starting to try to come out, and it's too much of a glare if I face into the wind. Tacos. We had tacos last night. We had homemade tacos. It was really good. I got, those will be my lunch leftovers for tomorrow. But again, it's supposed to rain the next couple days, and people in Wisconsin keep sending it to me, like Jeffrey, Firewood doctor. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to get done. And I told Scotty I cleared up enough room yesterday so Scotty could bring me another load. He said he had it loaded, so I figured he was going to come today when it was raining, but he didn't. So check out. Yeah, I seen it pop up, but I was getting ready for this. Chris Bishop probably made some food, good food yourself. Yeah, I'm not using. I only use non-ethanol Ted in my saws. Not the splitter and quad get regular gas. So I mean, at 4.79 a gallon or whatever it is for the non-ethanol, or it's probably over $5 now. I haven't bought that lately, but Sunday I was thinking about for my live stream. There's the tree I've been wanting to drop out in the woods. I was thinking about paying um, Nate and John to do it, but now that I got the quad and I've dropped trees before like this, it's kind of rotted. I don't know why. I'm starting to doubt myself on dropping trees, but it's been a long time since I did it. I know what to do, so I'm thinking about dropping that oak tree. Most of the top's gone and it's aiming. It should go, but if it hits other trees, I got to get away from the stump because it might kick back. So I'm thinking about doing that live Sunday morning. So guys, got to make sure you tune into that if that's what I decide to do. But the weather's supposed to at least be nice for working outside on Sunday. We got Ralph. Is Ralph in the house living the dreams here? Technology thing, hardworking man. Yeah, I know it's trying every time we start these out, or the last two times we started these live streams out, had a real bad echo on YouTube, but it went away. I don't know if Bill did something or it just goes away after a minute or something, but I'm glad it's gone because nobody wants to hear that. So, well, what do you think, Bill? We go ahead and start pulling up some pictures and you're in Newfoundland, Vincent. Oh, you love my live streams, Carlos? Thanks for stopping in. Oh, yeah. You watch that video of Firewood Doctor? Yep. You guys need to check that out. Hardworking man. He's on both YouTube and Facebook. Hi, Jerry. All right. This looks like a picture. And a lot of these pictures, I'll tell you right now, I think I'm not going to, I don't have my other phone to look at the caption, but a lot of these I end up making into like thumbnail pictures for my videos. Need to get, oh, yeah, get a sticker. You can have Bill make your stickers, or you want one of my stickers. I can't believe I didn't give one when you were here the other day, but maybe you can come back, or I can come up there to Wayland and do one with you. But right here in this picture, I'm splitting bundle grade ash, stacking it out by my my stand. And there looks like some white oak. I guess it looks like I'm inside of bay number 2, and that I believe that's white oak, or it could be ash. I'm not quite sure. And there's Mike. This is a tree that was on the power line area. Of course, I made a video of this. I think this is the thumbnail of the picture. It was a dead poplar tree that we had on our property, and that's Mike, Mountain Man 17's buddy Mike doing the face cut on this tree. And then there's Mike and his stepson Alex. They're inside the barn because it was raining, so they were splitting out of the quad trailer. And then Mike had borrowed his brother's white truck, and they were going to do a delivery to me to a campground. So, hey, Corey Classman, See, and there's another shot of it back when I still had the truck. But Mike was splitting and Alex was throwing them in. Then there's Zach. I could tell by his hat. He's got the caterpillar hat. Looks like he's splitting cherry. I think it's behind the barn. I think he's splitting it out there. Yeah, that's where that's at. Hi, Rick Grosh. Grotesh. Hi, Mark Whale. Now there's some nice hickory. Not. I think we got that from one of my customers. He let us cut down a tree and we gave him some of the wood, and we're set up splitting it down in my hickory storage area in the driveway under the power lines. Nice looking hickory though. I mean, look how much is in there. Yep. And there's Mike. Mike splitting it. I think I do have a video of that too, but that stuff split pretty well. It was nice straight grain stuff. Hi, Dave Bazell. I don't know if I say any of your guys' names right, so I apologize for that. And the Richie's Outdoors is here. Oh, and there's Zach trying to split some shagbark hickory with his splitting axe. Took him a while, and he said, "Screw that. We're going to use that. Use that." Do I have a local? Let's see, Timmy Johnson, local to give you wood. They have no use for it. Well, problem with that, I've explained it before. It's just like you got to take what they get, and like a lot of it's crap because it's in people's yards. It's this big around. It's always all green, where you can go out in the woods and find nice dry stuff that's standing dead. If you can find some property to cut on and go get it, because I haven't had very much luck with the tree service. Once in a while, they'll have a good load for me, but I'd rather pay for good stuff than get crap for free. I know Firewood at the furnace learned that. There's me up. Look, it must have been a bundle making day. Getting ready to put it into my quad trailer there. Kevin's in Maryland. Hi, Kent. And then this is what I might do this weekend too. As soon as we get nice weather, I have a customer that ordered 4 trailer loads of semi-seasoned oak, and so I'm gonna split it into the trailer that I have here. The customer just lets me use. And whenever he needs, I'll just take it back to him, and he's gonna get 4 of those. So he'll send his son over to just hook up to the trailer and go back, and then when it's empty, they'll bring it back to me, drop it off. And I got to do that 4 times, and I need to get started on that because I like to get them filled up by the end of May so it'll dry. But I'd rather split right into the truck than do it the other way. There's Mike. It looks like some nice Firewood at the furnace in the house. Thank you so much for the super chat. You guys don't know his channel, check it out. Appreciate that, Brad. Then yeah, that was Mike. Now that was some. I think a customer ordered shortcut stuff, maybe, but it red oak that's straight grain like that can split real easy. I know Richie is outdoors knows that. Then there's Mike and his wife. They're out in the back splitting some more oak. They're splitting. Mike was splitting it, and she was stacking it. Yeah, and this is a thumbnail that I made for a video. This video did very, very well on both YouTube and Facebook. I think it's got like 200,000 views on Facebook, and it was Mike again. Me using the splitter, and Mike was using the malt. And Mike split faster than I did, but could he do it all day? I don't think so. Maybe Richie's Outdoors can, but not everybody. No games, Vincent. See, look at his shirt, Vincent. Look at his shirt. Yeah, ex-wife, Chris Bishop. Hi, Rob Fox. Yeah, this was Mike was splitting. I think he was splitting it right into the truck, and I made him take his. It was like 40 degrees. I made him take off his sweater so you could see his his T-shirt that Bill made him. Bill probably remembers that one. Well, there's me out in the woods, out in our woods, cutting a dead silver maple up, and I end up pinching the bar. Got that one on video too. You remember it, Bill. And then, yeah, I think a customer actually he wanted silver maple, and he's one of the few customers that orders early, and he said he wanted to try silver maple. So I go, I'll get you some silver maple. I got plenty in the woods. So I went out there, and I bucked it up. It was not dry, but it was dry in 6 months, and I split it right into the truck. It's the way I like to do it. And then that was the day Mike bought his brand new saw. It was a steel MS 391. He still has it today. It's one of his favorite saws. What do I want to put on the ground? I would say 4x4s are the best to keep it off the ground. 2x4s usually isn't thick enough, and they get compressed into the ground. But I would say like a 4x4 or bigger is the best to lay on the ground. Sometimes I'll cut saplings down too. And then this looks like some oak, semi-seasoned oak that, just like what I'm doing right now, filling up bay 2. It's probably about the same time of year, but this was, I think, in 2019, and I was just getting ready to split into bay 2. Now there's some nice ash that I got. I can't remember where I got it. It might have been all that was left in the truck, or I might have got it from Herb. I don't remember, but um, I was getting ready to split it into bay number 1. And making some bundles. Must have been summertime because I've got the shorts on, shorts and t-shirts. Supposed to get up to 70 by Tuesday, so we'll see what happens and then get cold next weekend. And then that looks like more red oak. I think it was just dumped there, and then I'm splitting it into the truck. Maybe I think Mike cut it, but you can see it's like all quartered and nice. And I think I'm splitting it right into my truck because I think I see the tailgate there. And then there's Mike. He dropped this video did really good on or no, this one didn't because Mike's ex-wife messed up the filming and stopped the video short. But that was the biggest hickory tree that we had in our woods, or second biggest. It was big, and when it went down, it took down like a decent sized cherry tree too. I think I used that as a thumbnail. And then, yeah, the infamous thumbnail here. Um, Mike tried dropping it, and it got hung up on an oak tree. And then he tried cutting it off the stump, and then he got his bar pinched. So that video is very popular on YouTube and on Facebook. Tie Man in the house. Can I get a go blue, Tie Man? And then we eventually got it down on the ground, as you can see, and then I had him take it over into my hickory storage area and dump it there, and then we split and stacked it all. Thanks, Bill Moon. Bill Moon will say it. And those are the big pieces they were left. Mike, and that's what happens when you pay people before the job's done, then they just end up leaving, and I ended up having to clean up most of that. But I think I made Mike help me on with some of it. But that you can see they were good 28 inches in diameter, the ones at the stump. Here's another thumbnail picture I used for a video. I think I was talking about slow sales, like what I'm experiencing right now. So far this week, $55 in sales. So, and I've got one delivery set up for the barbecue restaurant next week, Thursday. But you never know. Weekend's coming up. It's going to be cold, but March and April, it just doesn't produce the dollars. I think this picture was probably in May or June. And this is me over at a customer's house. He had a tree taken down, and I took the splitter over there. I took him a load of wood and the splitter, and help him split. And that was, I think that was in 2019. And ever since then, he hasn't called me back. But we he had a ton of wood there, and it was just for his outdoor fire pit. And then there's me splitting and throwing. You can see the pit. You see the piece of hickory in mid flight. That was from the tree that Mike had dropped. And I'm just throwing it into a pile, getting ready to stack it. And this is a picture of Mike. We did a guy. One of my customers had a large hickory branch fall in his yard, and we went out there and it damaged his fence, which was a chain link fence. And Mike fixed his fence, and it took us I don't know. We cut it into boiler wood because it wasn't that nice, and we that's Mike calling out one of the pieces, and we got paid. I think I charged him $250. You know, it was an insurance job. I think he ended up getting like 500 from the insurance company. He gave us 250, and he kept 250. But you know, it was only like a half hour work. And that's all the wood we got out of it. But most of it, like I say, was junk. And there's me giving a thumbs up to the camera, posing for the thumbnail picture. And that was like the weekend that the channel was stolen. So I know that was, I think like July 19th, 2019. The day I got stupid and gave hackers my password, and they stole my channel, and it was gone for 90 days. But I got it back. As you can see, I'm on it right now. Oh, there's me flipping off the scammers. That was my message to the hackers that stole my channel. And there's me cutting up a oak branch that fell on our property along the driveway. And then there's me splitting and stacking some cherry at my little cherry area behind the barn. And then this is I think I was splitting some bundle grade ash there at the bundle station back when I had to make 75 bundles every other week. And I tried to do a black and white picture of me making bundles at my elaborate bundle stand, bundle jig. Then here's me. This I think I got an order. It was like on a Saturday night for a guy that buys campfire wood from me at his rental house, and he paid me like an emergency delivery fee of extra $50 because I went. It was like 6 o'clock on a Saturday night, and I had to load up and deliver it and stack it. So I charged him extra $50. He paid it. And there is my customer Adam. He he had been coming for years. I give him a discount if he does the splitting. You know, people ask, "Oh, can you do any better on the price?" Yeah, can you do some work? Come over here and split it, and we'll split it right into the truck. And not I don't have to do splitting. You do some work, I'll give you a little discount for your labor. And there's me having a bonfire, burning up the old pallets and splitting hickory. I think I split some of that right into the truck. Man, it takes years to learn how to identify trees. Like this one took me a while to figure out what that is. That was us. Now, here's the thing about somebody mentioned tree service wood, and he said, "Yeah, I'll ask them to cut it 20 inches." Well, that's their idea of 20, or I mean, 16 inches. That's their idea of 16 inches. Those are about 24 inches, and it was basswood. But it just takes years of experience to learn to identify the speeds. I really like the Ultra. there, Jeffrey. It just seems like it's just built for me. I mean, I I wish there was an adjustment on the four way so I could bring it up because I get a lot of kindling out of the four way. But I really like it. You know, even though it doesn't have a lift, I make sure that the blocks I'm lifting up on there are, you know, maybe if only a couple of them over 100 pounds. I prefer them to be around in the 50-pound range. Hi, Kevin. How you doing? There's me standing with a piece of I think that's ash or it could be oak, and I think I was this was a thumbnail for a video, and I wanted to show what the perfect piece of firewood looks like, and I was holding it in my hand, 16 inches, you know, split like that, 4 inches or so, 5 inches, and then here's this was like from August of 2019, and as you can see I got some bundle grade ash because that's all they were bringing me at the time. I think Mike brought me all that from Greg's property, and you can just see how nice it was, but I didn't need any more bundle wood, so I just put it into bay 2 because it was dry. Hi Maggie, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. And then here's a load. Here's me talking to the camera. You know, I like to talk sometimes. People like to give me a hard time about it. I still see comments coming through, but that was some oak that one of my friends said the power company or whatever laid it down. I looked at it. It looked perfect. It was nice and straight, and I went and removed it just for the wood. But then again, it was, I don't know. Like you can see there, no bigger than like 18 inches in diameter, and loaded up the truck with it. Then this is me over at Gary's, my neighbor that got killed by my other neighbor. Um, Hi Arthur. I'm splitting. So I was buying all his wood off his daughter, and it was an honesty thing. I would call her every time or text her and say, "I'm going over to get another load from your dad's stash," and I bought it all. I bought everything they had there, which was like 10 cords. Some of it wasn't split, but it was dry because it sat in his yard for a couple years after being bucked up, and I was splitting it right into the truck, and I was ready to go. All right, see you later, Rob Fox. Thanks for stopping by. There's my brother's truck. See, he painted it again, and then he was doing a radiant drain cleaning, and I think that's him and his brother-in-law Tony. They were doing a tree removal, one of our other friends was clearing a lot for a house, and my brother borrowed that trailer, and then went over there with this half-ton truck and look, and that's like most of that's oak, so there's a lot of weight in there that old Chevy was hauling. But yeah, he had some unique paint jobs. And then there's Mike and I. We went over to Gary's and got a load of wood, and we put the stuff that needed to be split on the back, and Mike's splitting it, and throwing it into bay number 1. Hi, Deb at the mill. Nice to see you here. And I think this is a thumbnail picture I did, and the video didn't do crap. But I think this is a cool view of me at one of my customers throwing. He usually gets like cherry, oak. Oh, we got wild turkeys in the yard. Um, is cherry and oak and hickory, and I was just throwing it out. This is my supplier Jeff brought me some. He brought me some elm that some dry elm, and I was splitting it into the truck. You can see I had it stacked in there. I think the customer ordered a half cord, so I had to stack it. There's that and Dave. I think Dave Bazell. I think he's Dan Bazell that sent me this. The Fiskars tool. I use it to now. I use it to pull rounds out of the truck when you can't reach them. It's a lot easier. Yeah, you should do that, Bill. Another Kenny's here from Minnesota. Another guy from Minnesota here. And then after I got all the wood out, I was I think I was splitting this oak right into the back. I was having tailgate issues at the time, so I was like stack the row in the back. Plus, it wasn't quite dry, so I would unload from there first, and then the dry stuff went into the front of the truck. And then there's Mike and Zach out in our woods, bucking up an elm tree, and I got a video of that too. Yeah, and they're like in our woods. It's like on the north side of our house in those woods there by the pet cemetery. Yeah, you should do that too, Bill. And then there's my mom. I went around and got a bunch of limb wood and for her, and you know how I like cutting limb wood, not on the ground. So I had all the pieces in the tailgate. She'd pull it out and hold it on the tailgate for me while I cut it off. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, folks. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Dean. Here's Mike. Uh, this would have made a good thumbnail, but one of my former coworkers at my real job, um, he took me over a tree. He's like, "Oh, there's a big oak tree down," but it was actually ash. But Mike had to like climb down it, walk down it because it was like sitting in the ditch and or in a swamp. And hey, Kyle Schmidt, thanks for the stars. I appreciate you. Bill's. I think Bill just bought. Were those microphones or was that earbuds that you bought for making videos? But I appreciate that. But Mike was like running up he walked up. It was real slippery. He could have fell. It was like about a 4 foot drop into the swamp. But he had to go down there and cut it off the stump, and then we dragged it out with my truck. But I thought this was a neat picture. And then we got it all bucked up, and that was a screenshot from the video of us loading the truck up with it. We got a nice load out of it. See, there it is. Look at all those steel chainsaws there. Are you still here? Are you still here, Larry Hoddle? Got a lot of steel. Both of Mike's saws and both of my saws are in there. But that was a good load. And then this is some shagbark hickory I got from Herb. It fell along a road by near his house. When they were cutting it up, they found a massive beehive in there, and that they had people down there actually grabbing the honeycombs, and they got a few 5-gallon buckets of it. It looked pretty good. This is one of the pieces that they missed. So I think the honey might have added flavor to the restaurant when I took it up there. Looks like I'm loading up. Man, where's that? Oh, that looks like I'm loading up some. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it. Loading up some boiler wood into my truck. I can't remember who it went to. You know, ugly wood. What boiler wood's supposed to look like, not the bundle grade wood Ted uses. Orange and white is where it's at. That's right, outside of Michigan. And then there's me splitting. Looks like I think I'm splitting into the truck there by Bay One. And there's Zach. Mike's teaching Zach how to drop a tree, and this video's gone viral on Facebook. Of course, it's all haters comments saying we're stupid and everything, but that was Zach cutting it down. Now this looks like Mike brought me a bunch of cherry and sassafras in there for my summer campfire wood, you know, on the side of the barn, which is full right now. Need people to start ordering it for their camp outs, hopefully soon. But that was from 2019. Hey, there's a hoodie for Tie Man there. There's a hoodie for you, Tie Man. That's when Bill or I was like showing it off. I've had it. I think I've had it since 2015. Hi Taylor, how's it going? Um, yeah, that was you know, we could do one for Maryland if you want one, Taylor. I don't know what your favorite college team is, but I know this is Ty Mans and Chris Bishops. So I was using that as a prop in a video. And this looks like I am in our woods where it's kind of swampy up along the driveway near my roadside driveway stand. Looks like silver maple. Yeah, just cutting it. It looks like it's dead. You can see the bark starting to fall off it, and looks like I was getting a load for my campfire wood. And there's Mom and I out cutting more limb wood. You can see the pile by my feet. She was holding them on the back of the trailer. You like the quad pits? Well, I got the quad back finally. Thank you, saw surgeon. And then there's me out in the woods. I just dropped a cherry tree, and when I was bucking that up, I pinched a nerve in my back, and you can see it in the video. I actually just recently posted that on Facebook as I go through these older videos. So it looks like we're into 2020. So once the album got to like 600 pictures, I stopped and started a new one. So this album's got to be out, but we'll start another one and go till about 8 o'clock. Maybe stop 5 minutes before, and then I can read your chat, and we'll sign off for the night. Yeah, but I pushed through the pain, and I still got it bucked up and loaded, and it totally filled the trailer. There's me talking. I was like having a rant video, and this is a screenshot from it. And then here's a video that just posted recently on Facebook, a screenshot of it. I'm using the splitter to hold the limb wood because Mom wasn't available; they were too big. So I got the splitter holding it on one end. I think this works better than a sawbuck. Here's another thumbnail picture. I'm standing next to some ash in front of bay number one that might cut me by the truck. And well, here's a sneak peek of the video that's coming out Sunday on Facebook. If you haven't seen it, you're gonna want to watch it Saturday. It's already out on YouTube, but kind of had an accident with a splitter where I was trying to split nasty boiler wood on there, and the it was very knotty, and it hit the wedge, and then flipped over backwards. And when I hit the return, it got hooked onto the push plate. It was real small at the time, not the nice big one that I have now. It pulled it right into the control handle, and it blew up. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm glad I had my glasses on because that hydraulic fluid went right into my, would have went right into my eyes. At least it wasn't as hot as the hydraulic fluid on the Husky, because I've had the hose come off before and spray all over my leggings. That's real hot. I cashed 5150, so you're gonna want to watch that video on Saturday if you haven't seen it yet. 3 o'clock, it's coming out. I don't know if Facebook will show you. And then this is like, right when I got it fixed. I got the splitter fixed back, and I was splitting some more wood for my summer campfire wood. Looks like sassafras. Oh, and this is looks like a load of I want to say ash that I went and cut, but I don't remember where. Might have been on Enzion Road. And looks like I made another rant video. So I make those once in a while. Some people like to hear me rant. Some people tell me to shut up and stop crying. And yeah, there's me talking again. I think that was the 1 month. That's when I had the splitter for 1 month. So it would probably be in February 2020. And there's another. I don't know. I just thought it looked cool that day. We had the fire or fireplaces going, and it was just a nice winter day. So I just decided to take a selfie. And then I think this is the video I was doing, and I did some shout outs because it looks like I got a piece of paper in my hand, probably to give shout outs to people. There's no crying in Firewood Mountain, man. There's Andrew. You'll see this upcoming video. Andrew Schwinn, if the Firewood doctor's still here, he knows him. He came up for a visit. He actually came from Indiana. You know, my truck was in such bad shape, the bed was falling apart, and he drove all the way from Indiana, probably 4 hour drive, and he donated a plastic bed or a bed liner for my truck, which this was in, like, 2020 last. So I had it in there. It helped the bed keep the wood in it, because, like, literally the wheel wells were falling out of it because it had such big holes and all the welds are busted. So it helped save the let the truck go for, the bed, at least, for until it died. And then I don't know, a lot of you guys know Tom Waddle, especially the people on YouTube. He's usually watching my videos every Sunday morning live stream when he can, and he came over for a visit, and we did a video, and then I took him up to meet Jamie, and then I took a picture of him standing out by my fate. You can see how faded the sign is now. Hi, Colleen. How are you and Frank? I hope you guys don't mix up your hats. You don't want to wear his. Here's some. That looks like oak. I think I cut that over at Outdoors with Eric's. You love the ranch, Steve? Yeah, I think I cut that load over at outside with Eric's and brought it back, and was filling up bay number 2 like I'm doing right now. And I would say that was in March of 2020. And then that's the wood after I split it. It's good looking stuff. No, you're not gonna paint it that color. And that's weird. Now that looks like the before picture. We just seen the after picture of how it was stacked. But it's weird that somehow it got mixed up when I put them on. Because Bill's just like arrowing through for me. He's just going through my album. Must have been another rant video. I know I was talking Firewood, that's for sure. Here's my Detroit Tigers hybrid hat, and it looks like I'm loading up. Where is that at? I I'm not sure. I think that. I don't even know where I'm at, but I'm getting some wood from somewhere. I don't think it's here. Got to be about getting done to this album, Bill. I don't know. I think Bill's gonna pull my face up once the album's up, and then he's got, yeah. So take a union break real quick. While Bill pulls up the other album, we'll do pictures for another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap things up. I don't rap Mountain Man. Yeah, Mike said Mike moved in with his fiance and she has a car, and he said he would come work with me, but I don't really have anything right now. I guess because sales are so slow. Um, I don't want to have to pay him to do the splitting, which I could do myself when I'm here, when weather permitting. Like I say, it rained all day today. Who's excited for opening day of baseball? Yeah, Tigers play the White Sox on Friday. So this job is the one, John. The guy, my neighbor that murdered my other neighbor. He hooked me up with Hank. This is at Hank's property, and this is like the day we went out there and checked it out. This was in 2014 in the spring, and we worked out a deal where we were cutting on shares at 4-1. And you're gonna see some massive loads of locusts that we pulled out of this property. And it's literally like a mile and a half away. That was a pine tree that was like broke down. broke off. He wanted out of the way, so we had to pull it down. Look at all that locust that's on the ground. Like this time of year is the best time to cut, but there was, I mean, literally dozens and dozens of dry, mostly dry or dead hickory falling down or halfway falling down. I mean, down in that valley. Bill remembers he went up there and helped me cut. You'll see his picture in here. Maybe not tonight, but the next time we do this. That was the first of many, many, many truckloads we cut out of there. They sold the property in 2016 was the last year we cut there, but you'll see coming up, the new owner see my sign in the yard and called me and said, "Hey, I got this property. You want to come up here cutting?" I go, "Yeah, I've been cutting there for the last 2 years," and so he let me cut a lot up there too. But we haven't been up there lately. Well, can't get in there. You got to use the quad to get back in there. So I haven't had the quad for a year, but I can go back there and cut anytime. But I haven't talked to him probably a year and a half. See, there's another load that I don't know if we did it all on the same day. And that I was paying my brother $10 an hour to help me do this. And that was back in 2014. But it looks like all black locust to me. And that was before let's see what I was gonna say. I lost what I was gonna say, but and then this is like the road, like the trail. There's like right along the side of the trail there was trees in there, all black locust. Oh, it was before I put on the heavy duty springs. I think they put the heavy duty springs on 2015. So I'm hauling this out just with a half ton. Firewood gold at the furnace. That's right. Another load of gold going out. That's like Darren's specialty right now. A lot of lemon in there, but that's fine. It's barkless, ready to go. I mean, you're going to see a lot of these loads. Then look at that tree. Actually made a video of my brother cutting that down because they had it logged out, and when they dropped the walnut tree, it took out this locust, which was about 100 feet tall, and I mean literally 100 feet tall and probably 2 foot in diameter. Somebody, Jeff. Oh, got a guy calling to order black locust. Jeff Van Dam. I can't wait to talk to him, see what he thinks about Brandon. But yeah, so he's probably calling to order locust for next year. There's another look at that load of locusts in there. You know, I mean, is countless truckloads. When I say I've hauled 2,500 truckloads of wood, I'm not exaggerating because I'm counting these and deliveries. And another load. Now there might be some walnut in that one, a lot of limbwood, but this is like every day. My brother and I would go up there and cut 1 or 2 truckloads every day. And another one. There's a massive one coming up. Oh, and we were out there. We found a old antique ammo box. I put it on Craigslist, and somebody bought it from me for $20. I was gonna scrap it, so I don't know if that was World War II or what. But Anthony would probably know if he's here. But yeah, that's what's set on the side. And more black locust. Now some of these trees, like the ones with the bark on it, they had got knocked over in storms or whatever, so they weren't dry. But there was a lot of barkless ones out there. I would just keep them separated. See you later, Chris. Look at that load, dude. Tell me that Chevy didn't haul some wood there, cash 5150. Look at that. Look how much is in there. I think that's a massive one I'm talking about. Look how high we went in there. That's got to be 2,000 pounds. I mean, when we were driving down the road to our house, felt like we were doing a wheelie. That was like the biggest load that we got. I mean, there's so much in there. Hi, Buck and Firewood. Thanks for stopping by. We got about 10 minutes to go. Now there's some more dry wood coming up, but yeah, look how nice and shape the truck's in. Oh, probably over 2,000 cash because black locust is very heavy. Now that one's only like a half a load. I must have misjudged it when I cut it and probably didn't feel like cutting more. So we just called that a load. I mean, these are all different loads, and then yeah, we had to haul a lot of it. We had to haul with the quad and then transfer to the truck. I think that was actually we hauled the quad trailer back with that wood in there plus what was in the truck and another load of black locust and more black locust there, Keith. And now look at that dry stuff. Some of it was pretty big, but barkless and dry, ready to go. Because yeah, actually, I think those pictures, yeah, we would put this much in the truck, and then what was in the picture of what's in the quad. Then we just ride the quad back to the house because it's so close by. And there's the king of firewood after the getting that load cut, black locust. That's what he hauled back. But yeah, I mean, their woods was just filled with them. They had 70 acres, and I mean, 35 acres was like all black locust. And then looks like my brother's splitting right out of the quad trailer. Stack. That's when I used to stack it in bay number one, but now I just do that in bay number two. Mount Manda ended up at 317,600 miles. And looks like another load out there at the neighbors. Like I say, this is just at their house. I had other areas to cut, but this was like the best opportunity that I had, to cut. I mean, right next door, instead of having to drive all the way to Augusta or Galesburg or wherever I had to go. Thanks, Rogala. Hey, that sounds good. That sounds like good stuff. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Rogala. Yeah, we took some of the walnut tops that they left out there too, mixed it with the locust. That was another good load right there. Some of them were that big diameter. Like I say, this is where we went up there and cut, and we'd fill up the truck, and then like the last load of locust, instead of transferring it to the truck, we would just drive back to the house with it. Now that looks like a load of cherry we got. They had a lot of cherry out there too, and some oak, and looks like I threw some boiler wood on top. So that now look at that load. You know, look how much is in the truck there, and it's all barkless stuff in the truck. And then that hey Anthony, I in this video about I don't know 10 minutes ago, I found there's a picture I showed of old World War II ammo box we found in the woods. You have to check it out and tell me what it was from. So 5 minutes before this, oh there you go. Oh, Bill can go right to it. There it is. You see that? Is that from World War II? Can you figure out what that is? So, you see that ammunition, and I end up selling it on Craigslist for $20. I don't know how much it's worth, but yeah, thanks for doing that, Bill, so he could see that because I know he's a World War II buff, but maybe it was Vietnam era. I don't know, but I think if he can get a good look at that, but that's where it's at. So keep going, keep going. We're about ready to stop anyway. Let's pick out a good one. All right. And then now this load was like all almost limwood, black locust. Hardworking man, it is good. My mom liked the wood you gave her, the black locust. And there's another good load. I'm trying to figure out a picture we can stop like I remember because a lot of them are starting to look alike, Bill. Yeah, I think let's stop on this one. So there's the load. My brother's waiting to go. I'm like, no, I got to take a picture because I literally took a picture of every single load that we hauled out of there. And this album has like 400 and some pictures. And so, yeah, we'll start off with this one next Wednesday, Bill. But yeah, my brother's like, wait. I go, you gotta wait. And then, but the truck is all full, the quad was full, and we're getting ready to head back to the house. So you can just bring me up on here, Bill. So I'll just answer some more of your questions. We'll chat, hang out for a minute. 8 o'clock, we're signing off. Just looking up at the. Oh, let me show you something. Can you see the deer? Can you see the deer? Wonder if there's more out there. Usually they don't. They don't go alone. Deer in the yard. I don't see any more by the feeder. Watching me intently. Is it in range? Great show tonight. Who said that? Hardworking man. Tim Bain. Turkeys were out there a minute ago. About throwing my back out, trying to lift this up there. But now it's all cloudy again. I could probably face the window, but we only got 4 minutes left. What did you think of that ammo box, Anthony? Do you know where that was? That from? Was that from World War II or what? I was gonna scrap it, but I'm like, well, maybe it's antique. And actually had a golf tournament, met a guy in the parking lot, the golf tournament, and he paid me $20 for it. Okay. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. I don't know if I can go live tomorrow. It depends on the weather. I'm not sure what I really got to do. I was hoping Scotty would have the wood here to me, but if it's supposed to rain again in the morning or in the afternoon, or early morning. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But I just did get a call. Usually Darren has been bringing him his wood lately, so I might have to give Darren a call. The customer that called about 10 minutes ago, but I'm gonna give him a call as soon as we're done with this. See what I think he's ready to start ordering for next year. He's smart and does that. So just checking out the chat. I have to look down. Oh, Survivor. You like watching Survivor too? Yeah, Mom likes watching that. So we're gonna watch it tonight. I did a spoiler alert. I told my buddy last week, oh, what'd you think of so and so leaving? He goes, oh, I haven't watched it yet. I was gonna wait for my son to come home on the weekend and watch it with him. So spoiler alert. Sorry, I told you who won or who got eliminated. Any plans on the truck, Rusty? Plans are I gotta pay to get my mom's car fixed first, and I gotta figure out what my taxes are gonna be. That might take all the money that I got, so we'll see. It doesn't help that I've sold $55 worth of firewood so far this week, but I just had another customer order, but most likely gonna have to have Darren do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get with Nate, but Darren's been delivering to him lately. Bring it. Yeah, bring the camera into the wood yard because it might be delayed. Yep. Yeah, you got to travel down there. You rent that property, don't you, Anthony? You're probably getting this rain too. It looks like a big system. Wet snow. Yeah, I was looking up there, and I think it's going to be in the 70s early next week, and then I think by the weekend it's going to drop down to like 50 degrees or colder. But yeah, yeah, the prices are crazy. I just paid Saw Surgeon $1,200 for the quad, and I paid Scotty $500. I've spent like $2,000 last week on repairs and wood, and only sold like $600 worth. So, um, and right now nobody's buying, and I don't want to just keep spending money on wood. So I told Scott I'd buy one more dump trailer load from him, but I got to sell some more. I don't want to end up having to owe him a ton of money. Just keep spending money right now when nothing's selling. So, but it looks like it's 8 o'clock right now, Yeah, you've been getting rain, Brad, too. Yeah, well, at least you got your your shed built for the skid loader, so that'll help you out. And you probably don't want to be driving that around in the yard right now when it's muddy anyway, because it'll just tear the yard up. So, but it is 8 o'clock. I'm definitely gonna be back on Sunday. I might make a normal video maybe tomorrow or Friday, and then back live on Facebook and YouTube on Sunday morning. So, all right, Bill, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thanks for the stars. Thanks for the super chat, Brad. Really appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night. See you then.